All right, everyone, we are back, and I'm not too sure if you guys have noticed. If you actually go to the in-game news, you will see that we've had some new things pop up. We've got this 16 new champions coming soon, and actually this morning you could take a look at a little bit more of the information of the 16 new champions that are coming to the game. Now, if you actually end up going to the index, something that I noticed is I know there's a few new orcs coming. If you go to orcs and you actually try to take a look at what the new champions are, this is the screen that I'm getting. I don't know if this is just an error on my side or if they haven't actually released the information yet, but there is some news and updates when it comes to the world of Raid Shadow Legends. And actually, there was a post yesterday by one of the community managers asking a lot of the commonly asked questions when it comes to what is going to be coming for Raid Shadow Legends, and I thought I would take a little while today to talk about some of these things that are going to be coming to the game. Now, something that I've noticed, I've been playing this game since April, so quite a while now, not quite the entire lifespan of the game, but pretty darn close to it. Something that I noticed is that the game has really not taken a whole lot of time to communicate their updates. Now, of course, they have the roadmap that they actually posted a while ago, and they've had some little things here and there, but besides that, it's pretty rarely that we actually get pretty solid ideas of what is going to be coming to the game, and this post is actually going to be a pretty good indication of what is going to be up ahead. So a little bit of a different video from the last few. If you guys enjoy this style of video, if you guys enjoy me going over these kinds of updates, let me know in the comments, let me know any feedback, leave a like, all that typical YouTube stuff, but I'm still working on some other guides and tutorial type videos. Those will be coming out really soon. So let's get into it. There are, I want to say, I believe it looks like there are 15 or 16, actually there's 18 player suggestions, as well as the official community manager response. Now, Cirilla, the community manager, actually went out and asked the lead developer, who is going to actually be the person who has the final say on these decisions. So these should be pretty accurate reflections of what is actually going to be happening. So let's start off with number one. This is a huge one, something that everyone is always asking for, including for me. That is going to be to expand artifact storage and implement a more convenient filtering system for artifacts and accessories, specifically for me as well. Obviously, more champion storage is something that everyone is constantly asking for. With how many champions that we have, having the limited champion space at this point in the game seems something that could definitely be improved upon. So we do realize how important that it is to be able to manage well your artifact storage, especially when you are playing actively and getting it filled quickly. The expansion is coming in one of the nearest releases, and we are going to work on the filters too. So that is good news. Pretty solid answer of yes. There is going to be more artifact storage coming soon, and they are also going to be working on some more quality of life features for artifacts, including some of the filters. Now, there was that update that we had a month or so ago where they dramatically increased the actual artifact screen. If you actually go in-game, if you're newer to Raid Shadow Legends, you might not actually notice this, but if you've been playing for a while, this whole new artifact setup that includes the glyphs that we have now, it's much quicker, much more responsive. Of course, we have the ability to pick which levels we want to upgrade to if you've got the silver and the resources to do so. Definitely a huge improvement, and to see that we are going to be getting more of that in the future is always good news. Alright, let's move on to number two. Improve the arena chest rewards. We are planning on gradually making the PvP side of this game much bigger, thus improving the whole area, including arena rewards. Now, if you go back to the actual roadmap that they released a couple of months ago now, they actually have some interesting PvP related stuff on the roadmap, including there is going to be a platinum tier, which is going to be beyond the gold tier, which is going to be coming soon. There's also going to be like a season pass type system. Don't really know exactly what the details are going to be. I'm a little bit worried about that because season passes typically involve purchases and whatnot, but we really don't know exactly how that's going to pan out. What we do know is that the arena rewards are going to be getting better. The arena rewards, they're not bad, but the problem is you only get them once per week. If you could get those rewards maybe several times a week, every day seems like it might be a little too good to be true, but if you could get those kinds of rewards like several times a week, or they improved upon it somehow, it would definitely be much more worthwhile. Now that I see it, the way that arena rewards are, it's like a little bonus that you get every week, but it's definitely not something that I'm really looking forward to. Very, very unproportionately unbalanced compared to like clan boss chests, which you get several of them each day depending on your resources and how well you're working together with your clan. Suggestion 3, provide more available runs in the multi-battle. This is pretty simple. The multi-battle is great. I'm actually really surprised that they don't really do more with it. You know, they could apply it to dungeons. They could make it unlimited. It seems like they developed this really cool multi-battle system. I know a lot of people just use auto-clickers, which is totally fine. You're totally allowed to use that. But it seems strange how they developed this crazy good auto-battle system and they haven't really done too much with it. So hopefully they do more. Yes, we are considering this one and running some tests right now. Make tavern more convenient for navigation. That is huge. The tavern is a mess. It's okay on the PC, I feel like. It's manageable. It's still not really the best experience if you go to the tavern and you really have to do anything, especially on the bottom of your champions list. You have to do a lot of scrolling. It's just a lot of clicking. It seems to be a little bit, not up to date in terms of convenience. So it's good to know that they are going to be working on that. Reset bonuses in the Great Hall. While we do understand that having reached a certain stage in the game, we all may feel that we made kind of a not very good choice by upgrading this or that bonus in the Great Hall. However, the important thing is that none of those bonuses are useless. You would need all of them to make your champions so much stronger. Of course, it'll take time and effort to open all of them, but we do hope that you're there for the long run. So this is, to me, that's a no. They're not going to be implementing a reset in the Great Hall. Seems a little bit strange to me. I don't really understand exactly why. It seems like something they could just get some gems out of if you want to reset the Great Hall and they charge a certain gem price for it. I mean, any way that they are charging gems for something is another way that they can get people to spend money, but for some reason the developer seems pretty strong, focused on not actually having there be a reset feature. So another reason why I should probably do some videos, or at least a video, talking about the Great Hall in specific. Now, I have made plenty of mistakes in my Great Hall. It actually used to be a lot worse, but I kind of evened it out, so it looks a little bit prettier, which is why this is what my Great Hall looks like. Of course, I've got my I have Sir Nicholas as one of my first voids, actually. So I did decide to take this to level 10 for was the bonus that I decided to take to level 10 for the mission progress, and of course I have accuracy a little bit higher. But besides that, I just decided to make it look pretty and even it out. But obviously in the future I'm going to be working more on things like accuracy, probably crit damage as well as another important one, then maybe defense, and I would say probably attack, HP, and resist, something along those lines. I don't really know yet. At this point, it takes so many medals for me to make upgrades that it's something I don't even really look at too often. But would definitely have been nice to get a reset earlier along. Now that I've kind of evened it out a little bit, I'm not as too concerned about it. But as a newer player, you definitely want to be a little bit careful of where you're spending your medals, because now that we know that there's probably not going to be a reset coming, you want to be even more careful. Suggestion 6, make the destroy artifact confirmation window. We are on it. Okay, that's great. Would suck to accidentally destroy a really good artifact without actually having a confirm window, but I typically end up clicking those confirm windows too quickly anyway, so I don't even know if that's going to really help me too much. Improve the market. This is a really big one for me. I really wish that they improved the market a little bit more to really make it worth the refreshes. I think right now refreshes, there's some situations where they might be okay, but generally speaking, there's still going to be better uses of your gems, especially considering that you can only end up getting a certain number of ancient shards each month. It just doesn't really seem to be worth spending gems to reset on a market that can't give you ancient shards. So that would be really nice. Do something about the speed meta on Arena. Obviously, the Arena is something that is a much different meta game than the PvE aspects of Raid Shadow Legends. Really heavily focused on speed. Now, PvE is also pretty heavily focused on speed, but it's especially important in the Arena. A large part of the Arena is simply who is going to go first, and as well as a combination of different things that your champions can bring to the table to make sure that you can try to one-shot your opponent's team or get as many enemies controlled as possible before they start going. So the Arena meta is definitely something I think a lot of people are unhappy with, so it's good to know that in their big PvP update coming sometime in the future, that's going to include the Platinum tier, it's going to include this Season Pass system. There's also going to be a revamp of the Arena chest rewards, and they're going to be adding some new mechanics Let's see, champion skills, brand new artifact sets. All this will balance out the current meta of Arena. So that's going to be interesting to kind of see how that pans out. Bring in Arena Revenge. We all know this feeling when you go to the Arena Defense tab, see the players who dared bother our champs in a battle and wish we could fight back. Well, this would be a really cool addition to the game, and we would certainly try to make it come true in the future. It's a rather big feature, so we cannot promise that we'll be able to work on it soon. This seems pretty specific. I could see how some people might want that, but to me, something like this isn't really too high in my priority list. I'm more focused on a lot of the quality of life stuff, like more champion storage, artifact-related stuff. You know, that's kind of like on my list of things that I want to see rather than something like Arena Revenge. But I can see how some people would want that, but doesn't look like it's going to be coming anytime soon, even with this giant Arena expansion. Set a limit to summoning duplicate champions. As you all well know, the whole summoning concept is based on the laws of randomness, and we cannot possibly interfere in them. But we have some excellent ideas for utilizing your duplicates. Stay with us and you'll find out what they are. I'm not really too sure what this means. I don't know if they're going to implement new features or if they're just going to come out and say, hey, use your duplicates for faction wars or something like that. But I don't think anything really too major is going to be changing with the summoning system in the game anytime soon. So if you guys are playing Raid Shadow Legends, you definitely want to get used to the way the summoning system is, because it doesn't seem like anything's going to be happening anytime in the near future. Add 5 more levels to the Minotaur dungeon. I think this is something that should be done, as well as the Ascension dungeons. It seems a little bit strange now that we have the Dragon, Ice Golem, Fire Giants, and Spider up to stage 20. They are quite challenging, yet the Ascension dungeons at Minotaur are still only up to stage 15, and in comparison to the stage 20 dungeons, they are very, very easy. So it seems like they should add 5 levels to kind of just keep in balance with that. But interestingly enough, this is not in our plans. However, there will be some changes in the whole area, so that'll be interesting to find out what they mean by that. Suggestion 12, consider granting clan bosses the ability to hit through block damage and unkillable. I know that this is mentioned because there are certain cheese strategies that people use on the clan boss where you can actually just sit and fight for like 45 minutes and do an insane amount of damage to clan bosses, possibly even one-shotting some of the higher tier clan bosses, kind of abusing these block damage and unkillable mechanics. We do know that using the above-mentioned skills on clan bosses disrupts the game balance to an extent. We will think this through and see how we can change this. So those of you guys who are using this strategy, seems like it might still be working now. Just keep in mind, after saying this, who knows how long into the future it will be before they end up making some changes and that strategy might not work. So you might not want to make super long-term plans on using that kind of strategy for getting your clan boss damage. Suggestion 13, rewards for clan achievements. We have been thinking about implementing this and see what we can do. Okay, that would be nice. Maybe even improve the clan check-in system and stuff like that. Extend the daily login rewards. Yes, they need to do this. This is, it's very sad. Once you end up getting through your 90-day login rewards, you get 3 champions, 3 epic champions, a lot of energy, a lot of really, really useful rewards like tomes and all sorts of stuff. And then when they're gone, it's very sad, and I really feel like they should be a permanent thing. I know that they probably can't be that good on a permanent basis, but there should still be some type of login reward incentive. It's very strange to me that they just stopped them. I don't know, maybe they feel like 90 days is enough, and if you've been playing for 90 days, then they got you. You're addicted to the game at that point, which seems a little bit strange, but honestly, that's kind of true, at least for me. I mean, I'm addicted anyway, so I'm going to be logging in, but I don't know about other people. We've been thinking about it, but most likely we will bring something like that to the game, but it might not quite look like what we expect it to. So don't get used to the crazy 90-day rewards. Once they're gone, folks, they're not coming back anytime soon. Not on that scale anyway. Improve the vault, extend it, and bring the vault sorting to the pre-battle window. Great news, guys, because this is coming up huge. One of the biggest quality of life features that everybody's always requesting, especially now with the 16 new champions that they just announced. Always new champions, new factions, new stuff, but the vault storage has been limited for a while now. I know I have mine maxed out at 200 and it's full. I do still have a lot of food units here. I know I was planning on doing a specific video talking about optimizing your vault storage when it comes to food units and stuff like that, but that might still be a week or two down the road with all the other stuff that I've planned out. But it's good to know that they are implementing more vault storage. Alright, implement a push notification for clan leaders and their substitutes to inform them about members leaving or joining clans. Okay, little quality of life features, always nice. Show the damage dealt to a clan boss in real time. This is nice if you're doing a ton of damage to a clan boss. If you're killing like the easier difficulty clan bosses for your clan, either to just help out or because you've used the keys on other stuff and you have extra keys left over, but you don't want to do too much damage because clearly you're way over geared for those bosses. You want to leave the rest for other clan members so they get credit. Something would be nice. I kind of just have how much damage I do every minute kind of calculated to a, you know, I've approximated it so I know for the easier bosses when to quit if I need to, but it would be nice that they are going to be implementing this as a feature. Rebalance faction wars, another really big one. This is a major problem that the higher stages in faction wars are just too darn difficult, even for people who have godly champions with insane gear, perfect combinations of everything. If you have like the best 5 possible legendaries for these factions, some of them are still not possible to clear out the highest difficulty stages. So this is going to be in the works. I don't know how this is going to impact the lower stages. I personally have my faction war strategy. Maybe I'll make a video talk about this. I have mostly been trying to farm stage 8 on as many of the factions as I can because it's 2 keys and it gives you 1 through 3 star 1 through 3 star glyphs, and it doesn't seem to be too difficult if you have a relatively reasonable team, which can be achieved if you've been playing the game for a while. It can be achieved relatively, I don't want to say easily, but it can be achieved even if you throw in some rares here and there. I think that's something that can be done in getting to stage 8, but getting all the way down and farming stage, you know, 18 to 21, you're going to need perfect teams all at level 60 with perfect gear combinations to do so, and even then I don't even think some of those stages are possible. So that is going to be coming out in the future as well, a rebalance for that. So this is what we are going to be seeing in the game in the near future. You also have that roadmap that came out a while ago. That's a little bit more of a big term thing, but these are direct answers from the lead game developer, from the community manager, of questions and suggestions and things that people are asking for. So now you guys know. What do you guys think about this? How do you feel about the stuff that is coming? How do you feel about the answers that they gave? Let me know in the comments section what you guys think. And if you have any questions or anything that you want to ask me about the game as well, feel free to let me know. Of course, this is a little bit of a different video, so you know, if you guys don't like this style of video or you guys just prefer the guides, depending on the reception this video does, we'll kind of judge whether I do more of these videos in the future, but you can still expect plenty of the guide type videos coming out real soon. Thanks again everyone for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this style of video, and if you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see more of them in the future, consider subscribing to the channel and of course tossing a like as well. Thank you very much to all of the guys who are new subscribers to the channel and all of you guys who do like the videos. Have a fantastic day everyone, take care, and until next time, this is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.